Mankind's Conveyor Belt, inspired by Earl's Court. This zone is a swollen, mutated escalator. The loops, you can't get away from the inexorable loops. They're what everyone runs around, and everyone's inside them. They blend, they isolate according to the whims of their unpredictable variations. No one can pin them down to a direction. Try to twist them, and they will always assert the resilience of their inner circles. They can tie together all polarities, put the most abject failure inside the migraines of the harassed pinnacle, mercilessly flip the extremes of headlong gambling and caution, so that occasionally, when someone desperately needs the reference point of one single, tried, fixed boundary, he is totally confronted, exposed to the complete pull of the reverse. That is how people get thrust under the bonnets of the world's engines, stripped of the filters of regulated living. Soft furnishings and air travel wrestle, boldly but still comfortably, against this truth. Nocturnal supermarkets plod relentlessly. Hotels provide the observation portholes to today's reality. Behind the token gestures of the visitor's book, they are courteous towards anonymity. Fugitives from nemesis, those sharpened by institutions, the edge of new tech opportunities, sidle past each other with winks and shrugs of negative bonding. Lightweight packs give a tempered edge to vagrancy. The cushioned, the desperately subsidized brush against each other with a hint of mutual abrasion. Cuts of soot no longer score any clear grooves of distinction. Tatters often hint at heavy expense. Segments of lives taken up in transit swell, ever more overbearing. Grindings of medications silt life's juices. Responsibility and evasion slash parallel wounds. Privacy is turned towards and against its primal desires. Parties shine light through the porthole. Crumpled cigarette packets, bashed lager cans hunch surly. Empty wine and spirit bottles glint their dusted cast-off nausea, punctuated by myriad discreet needles, rusted and grimed. The renovated crumbling of the buildings is shored up at a global remove by shantied sweatshop myriads, bleary with drugged, sucked mock energy. This underside nourishes, underpins all edited pictures of the world. Sometimes the sight of a film crew on a street corner forces a passerby to see through and behind the camera. The main bars, heaving with leather, sweat and suitcases, pout, gruffly hostile to seating. Payphones are choked with cards proclaiming the bedrock of need and desire. Swelling top shelves bubble them in plastic counterpoint. Seediness and style cross lines. Through apparent degradation grows elevation, status, both the false exterior and what lies behind it. Breaks and evasions keep each other smouldering. Hospitals and hostels make limp smiles of would-be cosy permanence. Death here keeps a low profile, but makes its presence starker through willed invisibility. The cemetery hangs back, grey. Police on this beat seem to have worked out a subtle deal with death. The essence of the motorway suffuses the area, making the steps of every pedestrian light and furtive. Children are largely absent. The heaviest crises are here absorbed and shrunk. The place may one day fade, denied all hope of revealed drama. Here malice is muted, but behind the gag has a terrifying strength. Here is some benign mirror for our terrorized suburbs. Let us not turn our back on outer forms of our seeming despair. Could this be a composite heart, fed through the most vital arteries and channels, its parts bleeping a deep brotherhood of unknowing?